That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready to go?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, that one Rebel, and late night of Rebel. That's me and my talk show. And here's our special guest coming recurring again, SNOWSOS, my man. What's up, dude?
What's poppin', gamer? How you doing?
So how's it been, man? It's been I don't know, like 3 months since we last sat down and talked in this world.
Yeah, I think something like that. It's been good. I've been really busy lately. Yeah, it's like a good busy, but also a bad busy at the same time.
Well,
I don't
let's
know, just work.
let's talk about it. Well, what's going on, man? Like, what's happening, dude?
I've just been working on stuff like YouTube streaming, like sponsorship opportunities,
Oh yeah.
stuff like that, like platform stuff. Yeah, that's the kind of work I mean. Kind of like, I don't know. I've been doing some more experimental stuff lately since we last
Hmm.
talked. Yeah.
I heard you've been getting a new avatar, dude. Is that true?
I am. I'm actually I don't know if anyone knows my dude Gideon,
Yeah.
but he's been working on an avatar for me. We were talking about it since I think October, around then. And then we started it in December, like late December. And yeah, it's getting close. We had to do some changes, some adjustments to it. But it's gonna be way fucking ooh, it's gonna be spicy.
So what made you
Yeah.
decide to do a male avatar rather than a female one again?
I mean, I've had male avatars before. I just felt like it was time to go back. I go back and forth. I used to have one. It was like a tall. Hold on, let me actually switch into it right now. I feel like this one's a bit short. I'll switch into the male avatar. But yeah, I had one male avatar that I. It's probably the avatar I use the most. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I've always just kind of swapped in between male and female avatars. I kind of like keeping them, I don't know, androgynous on the males though. I don't like the super ripped dudes that are like 9 feet tall.
The
I'm like that,
Ben
yeah.
Solos.
Yeah, I don't. We actually made a joke, Snowlo avatar, by accident during the making of this new one. But yeah, I think it's really cringy to just see like the shredded wolf boys and they all wear off white. I hate that shit.
Hmm.
Not off white, just just the wolf boys that wear them. I saw a wolf boy the other day in a public who was wearing off white tops and bottoms, like the pants and the shirt, and I think the hat too. And I'm like, "Do you have any off white IRL or whatever?" And he's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Uh-huh." Yeah.
That's VR chat publics in a nutshell, my man.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't like the meta. I mean, I've never liked the meta for male avatars in this game. That's why I mean even this one that I'm wearing, this is a female head. This was supposed to be more androgynous. I think I'm sitting like I'm constipated because this avatar is made fucky.
Hmm.
But yeah, this is kind of like you can't really tell if it's a female or male. Like she might just be flat chested. I don't know. But yeah,
I mean, it's all up to your
I
perspective.
made this back when everyone was wearing like the suits and shit, like bow ties and sweater vests and those kind of avatars that would whip out the roses and play guitar for you in open mic night.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, how's your like new homeworld coming along? You get any updates to your homeworld?
We are updating the homeworld. It's kind of slow because we're waiting for the what's the new update called? Udon, I
Yeah.
think, which is apparently going to break a bunch of avatars and worlds and stuff. But yeah, it's been kind of slow. We've been having troubles with the music, which is the main the main issue right now. It looks good though, and when it does work, it's really fun. But there are some times where the music just doesn't work, and we're still trying to figure that out. Because we're using a new system for the music, where instead of just a playlist that you click play, you can individually select the songs, and then they automatically go to the next song when they're
Hmm.
complete. So we have a new system for the music.
I get that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Udon will break a lot of stuff, so be surprised when your world updates, like or goes pushes to Udon and Unity 2018. A lot of stuff is gonna be broken, including avatars. So
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I can't wait for all my avatars that I've spent time and money on to just fucking break. But hey, it's good. I don't dislike updates. I know it'll eventually break something.
hmm
It's whatever.
so I wanted to ask a good question. So what's your weirdest experience in VR chat? Like what's something that like
My weirdest experience?
yeah, because you keep going to Publix all the time when you're streaming, so I'm kind of curious if you encounter some really weird stuff going on or like, you know.
It's hard to say what your definition of weird would be because I'm in Publix all the time.
hmm
So for you, like weird might mean something else for me. Like something you consider weird, like people ERPing in a public world, like I kind of see that on the daily basis. You know what I mean? So I feel like some of the weirdest things I've seen are hmm either people impersonating me and like I find them like on stream, like they're using a SNOWSOS account. I'm like, you're not fucking me. Who the hell are you? That one was pretty bizarre to me at least. Um, Obviously I've seen people doing suspicious things in public worlds, like fucking. That one's pretty frequent though. So if you've been to enough Publix in the right places, that one's not as weird. It might be like weirder to people that aren't exposed to it. But yeah, that was pretty strange. I guess one of the more memorable weird experiences is I met a dude in the pug he was freestyling, he was rapping, and he was really good. And then as soon as he's done, everyone's like, "Oh man, that was pretty cool," or whatever. That was good. And he's like, "Thanks, I'm gonna do a line of coke." And then he just started doing lines of coke, and he got really angry, really quick, and then he doxed himself, like
What the
right there
fuck?
in front of everybody. That was probably one of the more bizarre moments or experiences.
What the
That one was pretty
hell?
strange.
I could tell you a weird
Yeah.
experience. When I was doing my waifu hunting, I kept going to some random like public cardboard box worlds. It's like the box but like a cardboard box version of it. And this woman,
Yeah.
my friend who was trying to wigman for me, he went to a bunch of like public great pugs and he brought these like random girls to the lobby of us, and like this one girl was like, so he's like, hey, you the guy who's looking for waifus or something? I was like, what the fuck is this? I said, yeah. And then I don't know, the conversation goes on, and then like after like 2 minutes, she's like 1 second, and then she like pulls out like you can hear her like take like a bong and take like a big hit, and she's like, yeah, he's still interested. I don't know.
That's how you do it.
I was so confused. I was like, what?
So did you waifu her up, like on the spot?
Yeah, I
I
did.
would have.
And then I never saw her again.
Oh. That's what happens. About that, never seeing people again. I don't know if you run into this. Ah, that's my alarm for this podcast. Hold on,
Oh,
I
yes.
probably have one more that I need to turn off. Yeah, because I saw you on here early and I didn't want you waiting. So I decided I'd hop on.
Oh, I like to do a
As early
pre-show.
as
I like to
possible.
just like get on before the show happens because I don't want to start my stream like right at 7. I want to like start before and just chill for a bit.
I usually start late now. I used to start like early,
hmm
and like over time, it's like I'm doing stuff up until stream, and then sometimes even like it'll be 11 p.m. when I'm supposed to start, and I'm like still finishing some shit up. Like, I need to fucking order these clips or whatever, or finish typing this email.
hmm
Yeah.
I get what you're
But
saying.
on the topic of like never seeing people again, well, not recently, this happens all the time. I run into people who I guess I haven't seen them in a while, and by I haven't seen them in a while, I mean like I've maybe met them once, I've friended them, and then I've never talked to them again. Like they don't join off me or whatever,
hmm
and I run into them into a public world. They'll be like on an alt account or something. Be like, "Hey, Snow, you know me," and I'll be like, "I don't. I have no idea who you are." But they just want to assure me, like, "No, no, no, you remember me," and I'm just sitting there like, I just promise you, I don't. That shit happens all the fucking time to me. Is that something you share? All right.
Yeah. I've have like close to 1,300 friends, so like it's very often that I haven't seen someone for like a year or two. Like people more likely like will purge their friends list and stuff like that. I used to do that all the time, But recently, I guess I just don't care enough. I mean, if I don't,
Yeah, I just leave it.
yeah, if I meet the person again, then it'd be kind of cool to like reunite that friendship or whatever. But there's definitely times where like I join off with someone that I haven't seen for a while, don't remember them, and they're just like, "Oh, what's up, dude? It's been a while." Or like sometimes I'll make a friends world and they join off of me and they're like, "Oh, hey man, haven't seen you for like a year, man," and it gets like really weird. Like, "Oh man, you're a streamer, huh?" Mm.
Yeah, they do that. They always like to met if it's someone that I met like back when either when I was first starting out or wasn't streaming, they'll just like join in and the first thing they fucking say is, "No, I haven't seen you in forever. I see you're streaming now." That's the first thing they fucking mention all the time. And
Yeah.
that's how I know it's like, that's the only reason you joined off me. Like we haven't talked in 2 years. That's entirely the whole reason behind it. And then they'll usually follow it up by something like, "Yeah, I've been trying to start streaming myself," and then that's when I tune out and I'm like, all right, I don't. This person right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a feels bad moment.
Yeah, it's not like we're trying to be mean. It's just like if you've like never seen me and then you just randomly the first thing you say is, "Oh, you're that guy who does interviews. Oh, you're the guy that streams." It's like, okay, dude. Like, there's more to it than that, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think some people maybe when I first
Yeah,
met them didn't know I was a streamer because I was a lot smaller. But now, obviously, over time, my name's gotten out there, so randomly I just start getting DMs or random people joining me and be like, "Oh, hey, dude, it's been a while. Hey, I heard you're streaming again, dude." I was like,
yeah.
"Dude, I've been streaming this entire time.
hmm
What do you mean?" It's like, this gets really awkward. So,
I don't tell people I stream like ever. Like if I'm in a public world or I meet someone new, I never bring up that I'm a streamer. Hold on, there's some stuff happening in the background.
yeah,
But yeah, I never bring it up. I don't like bringing it up like ever because people always make a huge fucking deal about it. Like I just knocked over my water bottle. When I meet someone new, like I don't like bring that shit up. You know, I just want it to be a genuine, organic conversation because people act way different when they find out you're a streamer. They either want attention or they, I don't know, expect you to act a certain way or
hmm
something. It's fucking weird.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, I can agree on that. There's just too many times where I've been in a public or, well, not recently because I don't really go to publics anymore. But when I did, it was quite awkward when I would go to somewhere and then someone would be like, "Hey, I know someone's streaming in here. Someone's a streamer in here. I know it." I'm just like,
There's always the one. It's always a wolf dude in the mirror, in full body with his fat girlfriend or whatever, and like, I walk in the room and like, "Hold on, who the fuck's streaming in here? Check this out, babe. Watch me crash him. Hey, which one of you streaming?" And they fucking walk around and try and find the streamer. Yeah, it's fucking. It's always the same story. Always. I don't know. People be weird.
You're not wrong.
I, I love it when it happens though. It's just they're such caricatures and they don't even know it. All the honestly, all like the crashers are just like generally, you know, kind of script kiddies. They're all basically copy paste of each other, and they
hmm
have no idea how formulaic they are. Especially like every time I get crashed, it's always just like something gang or whoever sends the regards, and like I go through my videos like all the time because I use my clips to make
Twitter
you know
posts.
YouTube content.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'll see like that day, either like 10 minutes after they crash me or like the next day, I'll look and someone clipped it and it has like 20 views. And it's like, okay, so this is obviously the person. They came to my stream afterwards, went through the VOD, and then clipped them crashing me for 5 seconds and shared it to their Discord with their friends. And they always do it. Like, it never doesn't happen. It always happens.
yeah,
All the
man.
time.
They expose themselves, and then you just ban that user. Easy.
I
They
don't even
wanted to.
ban them. I
Oh,
leave them.
oh.
Yeah. I see crashers for some reason think like they have this idea in their head that like they go around crashing streamers, and maybe for other streamers it happens, but like they're like, I love pissing off streamers, I love getting them mad. I like don't get mad though. It's honestly like content for me. Whenever I do get crashed, my viewers go up like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. If I'm being followed around by a crasher, even on the slowest fucking night, Monday night, if I'm being followed around by a crasher through Worlds and he's crashing me, my viewers go up like 20 views at least. And like maybe some of those are the crashers that are watching me,
Yeah.
but it always happens. There's like a direct correlation. And then it's just like, sure, my viewers will be, they won't see the regular content, but they'll watch me shit talk these crashers while I get crashed and laugh at them for like, 20 minutes or an hour or whatever. It's all content in the end. It doesn't bother me. It's something to do, right? It's better than sitting in a world not doing anything. It's at least some form of content.
True. Yeah, I mean, because you can just make a YouTube video about it or like have it included, and you're like, oh shit, dude, I got crashed, and like next clip, something funny happens. I don't know. It's interesting that.
And then like,
sorry, I was gonna say
go
like,
ahead. I cut you off.
it's funny when like, well, not really funny, but like some of these crashers make YouTube channels just to have like a compilation of all the people they crashed.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. The dude that does the baby sound, right?
Yeah.
So it got sent to me because everyone's like, watch out for this guy, dude. He crashes streamers. I went to his YouTube video. He has like 3 of them. He has like a comp of just like crashing streamers in VR. It has like maybe 150 views or like 80 views. You go to his other videos where it's just him playing games. He has like the most nasally, not to be mean, but he has like a really nasally, nerdy kind of like thick glasses wearing picked on nerdy voice that like it's exactly what I would expect this crasher to sound like. You know what I mean? Like 100%. When I say like someone that follows you around like night after night crashing you, like they don't have a life, they're definitely just a fucking loser. That voice is what pops in my head every single time. I love it. I don't know, it's like it's so perfect. That's what I mean. A lot of these crashes are caricatures, and they don't even see it. That's kind of like the funny part of it.
I mean, I guess
especially if they ever leave their pictures up on Twitter. That shit's funny too. You're like, oh, that's the kid that crashed me. I can see why he goes around crashing people.
Damn, dude. I mean, to you, I guess it could be seen. They're giving you content, so at the end of the day, you're just like, hey, you crashed me. You just gave me more. You're basically growing my channel bigger and larger. So the more you crash me,
I actually get more money when I get crashed. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know what like sometimes I kid you not, I'll get crashed. I'll be getting chased around by a crasher for 20 minutes, and I'll just get like, here's $5. Now, sorry, someone's crashing you. And it's like, guys, you don't have to give me money because I'm being crashed. And then someone else will be like, here's $1. Sorry for getting crashed. This sucks, dude. They have no life or whatever. I don't know what happens. But like, my views and money go up every time I'm getting crashed. I should start a channel where I just get crashed all the time. I just
call it
rake in money, dude.
Crash me.
Be like, oh no, guys, I'm getting crashed again. 3rd day in a row. Uh-oh. Better send in those donos to fight off.
No, you gotta do a speed run.
Crashes.
Speed run. Fastest crash in VR chat.
I'll do that tonight. I'll name my someone in chat. Remind me. I'll name my stream tonight. Crash me speed run. I'll hop public box to box. See how long it takes someone to crash me.
There you go, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah. New meta.
Yeah, man, the new meta. Well, you should do a challenges, speedrun challenges. First, find ERP accidentally, speedrun. Find crasher.
Accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally. Speedrunning, making a friend. Speedrun someone blocking you. It's infinite.
The blocking one happens quite often. Actually, I got blocked for some weird shit just the other day.
Oh yeah.
Someone just donated. Thank you. Someone had like a Halo sniper on their back. Like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, you like Halo? He's like, yeah, I love Halo. I'm a huge Halo nerd. I have a Halo podcast. Like, I've been playing Halo since I was a kid, since the first one.
Yeah.
And then me and him are talking, and he's like, Halo 4 is the best story. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say to me? You did not just tell me Halo 4 had the best fucking story. I'm about to fucking mute your ass. And the guy, like, not joking, he's like, all right, I'm just gonna block you then. And then he just fucking blocked me, like, right there. That was a feels bad, dude.
Damn, dude.
I have never in my life been so disrespected to be told that Halo 4 is the best story, and then blocked before I could roast this kid. But yeah, I get blocked all the time. People find out I'm a streamer, I get blocked. Or I walk up, talk to someone, they don't like my attitude, I get blocked. It happens quite frequently.
Well, which one is the best Halo then? Story-wise.
Halo 3.
Yeah, I finished the fight.
Story-wise? Well, I don't know about story-wise. I mean, Halo 3 is the best Halo. Story-wise, Honestly, I think Halo 2 might be the best. I know like Halo 2 has a huge cliffhanger that people like roast a lot, but in terms of like actual story, like hopping between Master Chief and the Arbiter, there's like a really solid story there, especially how the Arbiter is like this alien chieftain that kills humans and he's more humanized than the actual human, who's like Master Chief. He's more like a robotic, emotionless machine. Halo 2 definitely has the best story. 100%. Someone said ODST. Forever I'm banning you. Not ODST. That's crazy. Horrible game.
I feel like it would have
You
been.
ever play the Halos?
Yeah, I played all the Halos, dude. I even
Okay,
played
good.
in Halo Wars, man. Even the
I have both Halo Wars. I
RPGs.
beat both of them.
I didn't beat Halo.
Yeah.
I never played Halo Wars 2. I even played. There was a Halo game that was like a mobile
Spartan
game.
Assault.
Yes,
Spartan
I
Assault.
played that one
I
too.
played it also. It's fucking garbage. Don't fucking bring up Spartan Assault ever, please. That game is so fucking bad. Holy fuck. That game is like shitty Helldivers, and that was a PSP game.
Does that mean you're waiting for Halo 3 to come out on Master Chief Collection? Right now it's just Reach.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do have to say the port's a little bit underwhelming. A lot underwhelming. They fucked up a bunch of shit. Like, there's no multi-key binding, so for some reason, I don't know whose idea it was. You click once to zoom in, and then to zoom in a second time, you have to click Z. I don't know who who had that fucking idea. I don't even know where Z is on my keyboard. I think it's like bottom left somewhere.
Oh, that's why when I was pressing
Whoever's
the
fucking
sniper, I
idea.
was like, I can't double zoom. How do you double zoom?
Yeah, because you have to fucking press Z to double zoom. That shit's fucking stupid.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, there's some stuff on that that's just also like the playlists are changed completely for the worse, not for the better. That's fucking dumb too.
Yeah, a lot of them are just like MLG maps. I'm like, what the heck, dude? What's going on here?
But they're not like, I don't know, a lot of them are like new Forge maps that they're pushing in instead of like old classic ones. So like Paradiso, which was like that island on Forge World, isn't in Big Team Battle. I never see the Cage in Slayer. I never see Asylum in Team Slayer, which was like the perfect map, and it was a remake of a Halo 2 map. I never see what's that one remake of the Halo 2? Is it called Ascension, where it has like the rotating thing in the middle?
Oh, yeah.
I think it
yeah.
is called Ascension. Yeah, that's a remake of the Halo 2 map. Pinnacle, I think. I don't remember the name. I think it is Pinnacle. But yeah, like all the good maps are basically out of the rotation. They put in these shitty new maps that I really fucking dislike. I mean, it's cool to see it on PC, but it could use some work. I'm just waiting for Halo 3. I was always a huge Halo 3 fan.
Yeah, Halo 3
That's what
was
I'm, like,
the one I
really
spent the
gunning
most
for.
time in.
Absolutely.
Remember playing
I
like
got
Ice.
like 8,000 games.
Yeah, I remember playing like Ice Cream Man or Ice Cream Truck, Frogger.
That's the thing. ODS
Dumpster
or
Truck
not
or
ODST,
whatever it was.
Reach, they really pushed like a multiplayer competitive focus. Like it was harder to get armors because you had to level up and like grind certs,
Yeah.
right? So you'd like play all these multiplayer games to grind certs to unlock armors, whereas the other ones it was just achievement based. So there was like a heavy emphasis on playing multiplayer like all the time. Whereas Halo 3 you didn't have to, so like this huge custom game community emerged. I think I had something like I don't want to say the exact number. I think I had maybe like 3,000 multiplayer games in Halo, and I think I had closer to 6,000
Damn.
custom games played. Yeah, like I'd usually start the day off playing some multiplayer, then my friends would all get on, and then we'd start a huge lobby, and like people would just join us.
I
And
think
like we'd even go in multiplayer, like we're starting an infection lobby, join off us. Friend us,
I think
whatever.
how ranks worked was there was skill rating, and then every time you won a match, or even if you played a custom game, I think you got one experience. Like one game equals one experience. So
In I think Reach, yes, I think you got like minimal XP for custom games. But back in Halo 3, like to level up, Halo 3 had a really cool level up system. You would win games and you'd level up, but only in that playlist.
yeah, the
Right.
ranking ones. Yeah, it's called team
Yeah,
skill.
so like I think my highest ranking was Lone Wolves. I think that was my highest ranking.
Same. I got up to.
I want to say like
the highest is
Yeah.
50, and I got to
Yeah,
42.
general.
Yeah, and I didn't get to when I first because I started ranking when like Halo came out, so like everyone was a noob, so I was like raffle stomping all the noobs, and then like I didn't play for like a year, tried to do lone wolves, and everyone just like owning me. But I would also do
Shits
like
on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I also do like cheap tactics. I would just find like the one ghost in the level, just camp the ghost or whatever that was. If it had a vehicle
I
in the map.
fucking dude, the Lone Wolves gives me PTSD. The last achievement I needed was Overkill, and that is a bitch of fucking achievement to get. I got it
Oh,
eventually, but like that is a bitch achievement to get. You got to kill 4 people, and there's only like
six
how
or
many?
so,
There's like
eight.
there's only
I
like
don't
eight
know.
people per game,
Yeah.
right? And it's free for all, and they're all shooting each other and you. So of course, like trying to get an overkill where you kill more than half the people in the lobby is fucking insane.
I remember
I think it might even be 6 player instead of 8.
I remember how I got like all my achievements is people would just help each other out. We would just be like, yo, dudes, let's get these achievements. So people would just
I
like,
remember there was a thing some people did, cause my friend couldn't get 2 for 1,
yeah,
and he asked me to like change my language to Japanese and play at 3 p.m. And like that's when all the the English people would hop on in Lone Wolves to get achievements and stuff. Yeah, that shit was
damn,
spicy.
yeah, because that's how I got. Because I think one of the achievements is to get perfectionist, which is to get like 15 kills and then not die or something like that. I
I
don't
got
remember.
that on Sandbox.
Yeah,
I think I got it with
yeah.
a chopper. I was just running train on people. It was fucking beautiful.
Hmm. There's a lot of.
Yeah.
Did you ever do any of the VidMaster challenges?
I did all of them the day they came out. I
Oh,
was one
what
of the
the
first
fuck?
people to have recon. Yeah, I like stayed up
Uh huh.
when the map pack dropped. I think ODST dropped, right? And then like
Yes.
I did all the like ODST campaign vidmasters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I just hopped on the multiplayer maps immediately and fucking got them. And I remember I was helping my friends do the ODST ones, but they were missing one, but I wasn't missing it, so I didn't help them. I like immediately hopped on multiplayer and flexed my recon, and they all really hated me for it. But yeah, I was like
Yeah.
one of the first people to get like recon through the vidmasters. I actually people would DM me, they'd offer me Microsoft point cards to give them recon because they thought I was Bungie. I made some money. It was kind of nice. That was in my early days.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Wasn't there a
you'd be
helmet
surprised.
if you killed an employee or something, you get like a flaming head or some shit? I don't remember what it was.
You had to be an employee
Oh,
to
you
have
had to
the
be an
flaming
employee.
helmet.
Okay. I think in
Yeah.
Reach they made it different, where if you killed an employee, you get like a blue red or some shit. I don't know, like a fire or it was like blue flames or some shit.
I think
Something stupid.
what
like
it
that.
was is like they released the haunted like purple helmet for a day, but you had or like a week, and you had to kill somebody that had it to like wear it.
Oh,
I think.
something like
I believe.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I think
That's pretty cool. They should make a helmet that like you kill someone and they're wearing it, and that's how you unlock it. That'd be a cool helmet to get.
what they could do is just do like seasonal things. So like maybe there's like a Christmassy looking helmet or some shit or effect or whatever, and you can only get it during Christmas or like Halloween,
Yeah, that'd be.
Valentine's Day.
I'm not against like seasonal rewards. I just don't like the current unlock system in Halo. I like how this has turned into a Halo. Every podcast
Yeah.
I'm on turns into a Halo podcast.
Of course.
It's inevitable. I can't escape it. It's the curse. But yeah,
I mean, we
I
can
don't
bring
know.
it back, dude. Don't
we'll
worry
see with
about it.
Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see with Infinite.
Yeah, man. Halo 6, bro. Wrap it up the story. Come on, Chief. Wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, I want them to move on to like other stories in the Halo universe and just leave Chief alone. They've really fucked his story up quite a bit with the last 2 entries. I know some
Yeah.
people disagree, but those people are wrong.
Yeah. Can we just have like about some random marine or some shit?
Yeah, that'd be, or just another Spartan. What other games have you been playing like recently? You been playing anything recently?
That's funny. I don't even play VR but I could tell you some games I'm looking forward to. Resident
no
Evil
worries.
3 remake. That's coming out in like 2 months.
I saw the Nemesis teaser for that. Looks
Yeah.
nice. It comes out in a month?
March, isn't it? March or no, April, early April.
Okay.
Something like that. Did you know
Damn,
they pushed
it's pretty
back
soon.
Final Fantasy 7 and Cyberpunk 2077 both been delayed?
Yeah, I saw that until like December, I think.
Ages
I mean,
away.
Cyberpunk. I don't know about. I mean, I have faith in CD Projekt Red. They make good games. I've been playing their games since Witcher 2,
Mm.
so I like their games a lot. Never played Witcher 1. I hear it's trash. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
know.
did you watch the Netflix series for Witcher?
I did. It was okay. It's not as good as the game, obviously. But it's like if you're bored and you want like a one season series to watch, you know what I mean? I'd recommend it.
I think it's already cleared for season 2, or at least they're gonna like plan to make a second.
Season 2 and 3, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. That first
Jesus.
episode, the first episode is really like the highlight. The fighting in the first episode in particular. It's a shame the choreography doesn't hold up for the rest of the series, but that like I don't know if they brought in some specialists for that first fucking scene where
Hmm.
he like slices the dude and then stabs him in the mouth and like twists the blade out of
Mhm.
his head. That scene's fucking incredible. Like everything about that scene is incredible. Because the rest of the show has really terrible choreography. There's like a particular part with like a dragon. That's like the low of the show. The CGI looks trash. The fighting is all over the. It's all over the place, and the camera's like terrible. And they're on. There isn't a set. They're just like in the desert, and you can tell they just add lens flare in the background to like obscure. It looks really fucking bad. That's like the worst episode.
I know what you're
But
talking
yeah.
about. 'Cause I watched the whole thing,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was definitely interesting to see, like, cause like when else can you see like a video game adaptation of like, on screen, like live action is usually pretty shit. So
Pretty trash.
yeah,
Yeah. I would say if they I know they wanted to make it like Game of Thrones level. It's not Game of Thrones level.
yeah,
'Cause Game of Thrones is like like besides the final season, like quality wise, it's like better than films, you know what I mean? So like inject some more budget into Witcher, get it up there and I think it'll make the money back like
Mhm.
tenfold. Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like really about The Witcher was I was confused about the timeline because it would be an episode, you'd be like, oh, that character's still alive. Oh, what the heck? It's like back in it was like the
Yeah,
past,
I
the
understood
future.
it, but it was like a weird creative choice to like even the final episode. The final episode like takes place.
Present.
It's
I don't know.
weird. It keeps like one character gets killed off in episode 2, and then you see them again like episode 3, 4, and 5, and then it keeps switching like back and forth. I know they said they won't do the timeline stuff like they did in season 1 for the next season, but it was like kind of confusing. You know what I mean?
Well, it's confusing because it talked about like, oh, this event happened like 10 years ago, and then like the guy's like, oh, I haven't seen you for 10 years, and I'm like, well, it didn't look like you aged or anything, and then the other guy's like,
Yeah.
oh, this happened 40 years ago. I'm like, what? I'm just like, what is going on
Like the
here?
first episode, like it could happen at like any point. I think. Almost. I don't know. Like there's a weird episode where like halfway through or near the end, like some big thing happens where it's like, oh, it's your destiny, or whatever. But then
Mhm.
like the episodes were like, I feel like he should have been there. He wasn't at all. It's like a very weird kind of. I feel like they were just juggling characters. That was hopefully this next season, since it'll
Yeah.
make the two characters have like met now. Hopefully it'll just be their adventure and it won't be so much juggling external characters and forces.
It felt like I don't know, like a Scooby Doo episode, man. It was just kind of like, oh, The Witcher, man. There's a dragon on the loose. All right, I'll do it, I guess. Oh, there's this weird gremlin thing living in my castle. You need to deal with it. Kind of feel like every day was like a Scooby Doo
That's
episode.
kind of what Witcher is though, right? Like he goes around hunting monsters and people are like, you need to kill this monster. But then somewhere along the way there's usually like a human element to it where it's like the whole point of the books and the games is like the monsters aren't even the real monsters, like the people are. That's the whole
Yeah.
point of the games. Like the people that commit the worst atrocities aren't even the werewolves or the vampires, which I think is a pretty cool message. Yeah.
Interesting. I need to play the games then, because I never played them. I just watched other people play.
You never played 3? Go play
No.
3. It's really good.
Should I
You
start
can
with
skip
2?
1 and 2.
Okay. They're not important.
I mean, two's cool, but it's like I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to get into. Just go for 3. 3 is like where it's at.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Back to VR chat though. So it's been a while in terms of, I don't know, like updates and stuff like that. I know we briefly talked about like Udon and like Unity, but like supposedly, I mean, Udon is like in alpha now. If you didn't know that, open alpha. So that means that if you look up hashtag made of Udon on Twitter, you can find all the Udon creations. So if you're ever curious about like what people are working on, then you can just look up the Twitter and people like post videos of like what they're working on. There's like, I don't know, like some guy made like a calculator, another guy made like a music visualizer, some guy made like a leaf blower that blows stuff, and I don't know, there's just some weird stuff people are working on. Like someone made a gun that actually works properly. So the question
Okay.
I have for you
I
is
haven't
like,
seen any of that.
what do you want included in Udon? Like what's your like, man, I really want this in VR chat.
The main thing I want like included in Udon, I guess, is I just want them to fix the IK. Like currently, when you ride seats, like a seat that I'm sitting on now, like if it starts moving, your character like freaks out and does all this shit. I want a character to like sit normally on a seat. So like car avatars or like roller coasters or anything that needs a seat, like it doesn't look fucking bad anymore. Also, my favorite thing to do was Electric Sands PvP, but when they broke the IK, like bullets, you can shoot someone like 50 times and they won't connect with the person. Like that was like an actual, I'm not gonna lie, like I played Pavlov and stuff. That was like an actual really fun shooter, and it was made in-house in VR chat. Like Smooth Octopus made that, and that was like one of the best shooters I've played. So I'd like them to fix that, because I think like shooters in VR chat with your avatars, I think that's like a super good idea. But those are the main 2 things. I don't know. Those are like the 2 things I'm looking forward to. Udon doesn't really, it's not that exciting to me. Like the problems with this game aren't, I don't feel like Udon is gonna necessarily fix those, if that makes sense.
You mean like it might create more issues and then just like, oh man, now we have like more shit to worry about?
Not necessarily. Like I feel like the main problems with this game right now is everyone I know is just like in a private world in front of a mirror. And you know, that's fine if you want to do that, but it's boring as fuck. Like I go to these public worlds and there's all these new users, but like any of the users I know, they're all like in their private worlds hanging out. Everyone has their own little sectioned off community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, they don't care to let in any new outsiders or meet any new people, and I think that's really fucking
I get what you're
really
saying.
boring. It's specifically with like content creators. Like I understand like there's crashes and you know people steal avatars or whatever, but like I actually don't know any content creators that hop public to public. Like they're all in their own little private worlds, and I could join them. I could request off them and join them, but I don't. That's not what I want. You know what I mean? I like meeting new people. I like seeing the crazy stuff that happens in publics. I don't want to be like, I don't know, locked away in some exclusive kind of
I get what you're saying.
club hangout room.
What I've had this. I talked about this idea in other interviews and on my own stream. But what would you be open to this idea where like, let's say you had like a hub world that only your friends can join. So like when you first boot up VR chat, you're all in the same world, so to speak. Kind of like you just in the
if
same
you could
hub.
fit all the people in there.
Or like or like a guild or something, or like a group or whatever. So like everyone's like
that's a fucking great. If you could do it, that's a great idea. Imagine if there was like a. This might sound contradictory to what I said, but if it's just like the load-in world, right? You know how I used to load in into the VR chat hub?
Yeah.
It was like the floating building with the waterfalls.
Yep.
What if like all the content creators got together and we made like a content creator hub?
Yeah.
And then you could just load in and be like,
Sup,
hey,
homies?
I'm trying to do this today, and then like you meet somebody and then you guys go into Publix or something. I don't know. It'd be like an easy way to meet people or whatever. I miss the old hub, to be honest. I miss that.
The problem is simply this, that when you first boot up VR chat, even if like you're a new user, it tosses you into a private only instance and you're just by yourself. There's nobody there, and then you have to like run through a portal or try and figure out like how to open your worlds and go to a world.
I think they need to put it back to like public worlds for sure. I 100% think they need to.
I think so too.
Because that's where I made a lot of friends. Is like the first time you load into the game, you didn't know how to play or anything. You're like, how do you change avatars? And someone would be like, oh, this is how. You can I can drop you a portal. or whatever. Granted, there's probably, you know, trolls or whatever,
Yeah.
but there was so much content in there all the time.
Well, the idea with the hubs, it kind of exists. You can kind of do it. Basically, you make an instance code, and then you don't use
You
Steam.
give everyone the world IP.
Yeah, and then you make it a
Yeah, I know
short
what you
key.
mean.
Yeah, so you can technically do that because I was told that the Japanese community actually does this, and they act like they all boot up like in the exact same like home world, and they're all just chilling. So right when they boot up, they're like, "Oh, hey, dude, you're already here. Let's go explore," and then just drop a portal and go somewhere. There's the next
Yeah, I
level.
know that because sorry to cut you off. Before there was like set homeworld
Yeah.
to set a world to your homeworld. What you could do is you could go into the Steam files and you would type in a world seed,
Hmm.
right? And like that's how when you start the game you'd load into that world, and that's how you would set your home world.
Hmm.
And I remember like I'd set there was like some secret worlds. There was a Fate world. I was part of this Fate Discord. I like Fate, the characters or whatever. They had a bunch of avatars that were public,
Hmm.
but it wasn't like shared or whatever. There wasn't avatar cloning at the time, so like you had to have the world seed, the world ID, to like get into the world and grab the avatars. There was no other way unless you ripped it, which ripping wasn't even like a thing back then. So I remember I'd have that as my home world, and like when I'd load in, there'd already be people in the world that also had it as their world ID, and that's when I realized like, oh, it just shoots you into a public variant of that world ID. That's what it does.
Hmm.
But yeah,
That's interesting.
that's interesting that the Japanese community
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah, I don't know if they
They
do
should
it.
really bring back hubs.
I don't know if they do that anymore, but I was told that like a while ago. Maybe they don't do it anymore because it's like every time you have to update the world, you have to like resend the new code, and it's just annoying. That's what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
But they took it actually a step further. So they made their own hub, like their own like version of a hub world, and then they had portals in the hub world that were private as well. And basically, you would load up like imagine like 20 people load up in the hub and they're hanging out, saying like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And then they like go, "Hey, let's go to the drinking world." So they would make their own like drinking world, and then they would just walk through the portal. It was just permanently there, like the portal's permanently in the world. They go to the drinking portal. They
And
go
then it
to,
stays up.
yeah, it stays up, and then in the drinking world, there's a portal that goes back to the hub. So they didn't have to ever drop portals. They can just keep going back to the pub or back to the drinking world, back to the hub. Oh,
So
let's
same instance.
Yep. So they never had to ever invite anyone or leave the hub or anything like that. They basically just made their own like
That's super innovative.
like whitelisted VR
Wow.
chat stuff. And
Yeah, that's
you can do
actually
that.
smart as fuck.
You can do that, but
Wow.
I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort. And anytime they upload or update any of the worlds, you have to like redo the whole code shit all over again. So it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
Um,
that's interesting. I wonder if anything like that would ever happen in the English-speaking community.
um, well, with VR chat being updated, one thing that they're pushing is friends worlds or friends like portals, where like only your friends can actually run through the portal. So they might do something like that, where like
Oh,
you have like
that's helpful.
so that's the idea, but then maybe they might take it a step further and make it so like there's persistent friends worlds. So like let's say like for example, let's say I own like a server, like my own dedicated VR chat server where only my friends can join, and the world's up permanently like 24/7, and I pay like $10 a month. What do you think about that?
So it's like a paid service?
Yeah, well, they didn't talk about this. Is all just fantasy.
Speculative?
Yeah,
I can see it.
but I think it
That's
would be.
interesting.
I think it would go far if I could own my own server that was like persistent and like it was always running and people could join at any point in time if they're on my friends list or whatever. Then I think it would change the dynamic of VR chat because then you don't have to worry about I have to go to public. You just join off of your own server, and then if you don't like someone, let's say someone joins and they're a bad person, you just ban them straight up from your server so they can never join ever again. Because you can't ban anyone from your worlds. You just kick them and they come back an hour later, technically. So
Yeah,
and they can
that's interesting.
yeah.
I'd like to see. That sounds more interesting than Udon.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way worlds work.
Dedicated servers, yeah.
Because I think it'd be cool when you open up like your friends list. I was saying this a while ago. Not only friends list, but you open up your worlds and you just have. I don't know what it is, but currently like the counters are all fucked up. Like the world at the top of hottest worlds should probably be like the pug or something, or like black cat.
Yeah.
and it's like fucking, it'll be a world with like 30 people in it. I'm like, how the fuck is this a hot world? There's like tons of new people, especially since Christmas was just around the corner. There's tons of new people playing this game for the first time, and front of their list is fucking open mic night with 30 people, and then you scroll for like 8 pages, and then finally you see the Great Pug, or like Void Club or something. You know what I mean? So currently live counters are fucked up.
Yeah.
But also, like, when you open your friends list, it's just like I find myself scrolling through hundreds of people and clicking on them one at a time, and they're all in private worlds. It'd be better if it was a system kind of like the website, where like you open up friends and it shows like a world that has 3 friends in it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
When
yeah,
you go to
yeah,
the
yeah.
VR chat website. Yeah, so
Friend
it's like, oh,
locations.
here's a world and it has these 3 fucking people that I know in it or something, and then you can. It's just an easier way to. I don't know. They need to fix that though, because I actually, the amount of time I spend just scrolling through my friends list and clicking on people is, I don't know. It must be hours and hours of my time, like all added up
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
And the thing is, like, not just that, but you can't even like, if everyone's in a private world, then you have to figure out who the room owner is. They have to like request off of
Yeah,
50
and you have to
people.
request off them.
They need to tell you like who the
Yeah.
room owner is. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like, just be like, oh, this person's in this world, and this is the owner. I'm like, okay, then I don't have to request off of 30 people and get all these DMs. Be like, I'm not the room owner, dude. Request off of this person. It's like, how the hell am I supposed to know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just guessing at this point.
I gotcha.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. They need to fix the whole private world ordeal. They need to get people out of private worlds and into like at least friends pluses. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Because everyone, all, I don't want to say OG, but like all the viewers that, I'll say like all purple viewers are pretty much in private worlds, and most of them are just sitting in mirrors.
Yeah, man.
Like that really is the reality of VR chat. That's where like those players are. That's what they're doing. Because there's nothing like exciting to do, and they don't want to meet new people. Probably because security is so fucky in this game. That's probably why they don't want to meet anybody.
Well, it's
But
it's
still.
like the average person doesn't want to run the risk of like meeting a crasher or meeting or having a shitty time. They're just like, oh, I already have like 30 friends. I might as well just join one of them to have fun and just talk to them. And you gotta realize not everybody is like a content creator or like there to like stream. So like a lot of people literally do just talk to like one friend or like 3 people in front of a mirror, and that's their whole experience. Nothing really wrong with that.
Yeah,
but
I mean I get it, but like at the same time, that's like in reality what is killing the game. Like that's why I can't believe sometimes I open my shit on like Friday nights and there's like 80 people in a void club, and I'm like 80 and only 2 of the worlds are public. And I'm like, there's only like 80 people in the void club, like on a Friday or Saturday night. There's only like 100 people in the Great Pug. It's like, what the hell's happening? The whole community's like in their own little private zone. You know what I mean? Like public
Mm.
worlds are like dying off every single day, like on a constant decline. I feel
I get what you're
it
saying.
makes it
though.
boring.
I get what you're saying because like
Yeah.
if
Not
you're
just from like a content creator perspective though, like just from like playing in general. Like if there's only like 2 public Great Pugs and they're fucking boring too, it's like, oh well, I'm probably not gonna play VR chat then.
yeah, because if
You know what I mean?
if you just started playing this game for the first time, and you're like, oh dude, man, I watch SNOWSOS videos, man, I really want to play VR chat, and then he gets on or whatever, and then he's just like, what the hell,
It's
man?
nothing like that anymore.
it's like
Yeah, it's like this shit's
this
boring.
video's a lie, dude. Where's all the content? And we're just in front of a mirror.
I get told all the time, like, where the hell do you find these worlds? Every time I go to VR chat, it's fucking boring as shit. That's like the #1 comment I get on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, some of these videos have like millions of views, and it's like, man, these people download the game. They wanna be a part of the community. They see stuff they like, and then they get in, and it's just like 3 people in full body laying in front of a mirror. You know what I mean? That shit's fucking. That really is the death of VR chat. It's like people sectioned off
Mm-hmm.
and just, I don't know, isolating themselves and dying slowly in front of mirrors.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to know though, the VR chat like demographic, or what do you call it, like concurrent viewers, is actually still roughly around 10,000 people, and that doesn't include the Oculus Quest and Oculus Store. So we could be talking about maybe 10,000, 12,000 people that play this game concurrently every day, or at least at one point in time, or at least on average, is what it says every month. So there's still a lot of people. Like a couple months ago in the summer or of 2019, it was like 7,000. So there's actually a lot more people playing VR chat. But like you said, there's like nobody in public. So it's like the game has a lot of players, but they're all just sitting in a private world or in their own world. So
Yeah. And I've noticed since like New Year's, there's been a huge spike in Oculus Quest users.
yeah,
I have nothing against the Quest. All right, I wouldn't get a Quest. I would never recommend like a Quest to my viewers because with a Quest, you see like the fucking hot dog avatars instead of like actual, thick titty anime chicks with physics and guns and cool mecha animation. Like all the cool stuff is basically removed. And yeah, so I'd never recommend a Quest. But with the huge influx of Quest avatars, one thing I fucking loathe is the popularity of the Black Cat. I think the Black Cat is one of the most boring fucking maps. Every time I go there, it's like dreadfully dead. There's like a bunch of new visitors, and they're like sitting in the lobby, not
it's the only
talking.
where they can go
like
to, dude. They can't
They
go
have
the
3 fucking mirrors in that map. There's like 3 mirrors, a bathroom, 2 stages, and like a bar, and no one sits at the bar. There's hardly anyone ever on the stage. Like, there's usually just people in the mirror and then in the front of the lobby. There's like no one else, and I always go there. Every world is fucking dead. I don't know why. That world's popular because I think Oculus Quest users can run it. It's not like an intensive world, but like, god damn it, they need to find a new world that's not the Black Cat to like make popular for Quest users. That map only fits 18 people, so when you go in and it's dead, it's like you haven't even seen that many people. I don't know. They need to find out how to get Quest people into worlds with more avatars,
Heck yes!
even if they're
oh,
hidden.
Jesus, that scared me. Sorry, I just got alert. This scared shit out of me. Thank you. So, sorry, I was about to say. I was thinking about, well, like you said, like the Black Cat, but there's also other worlds that, or sorry, I was thinking of the Oculus Quest actually has a compatible cable you can buy now. That's like $80.
You can plug into your PC. I hear a bunch of Quest users saying they're gonna try it. I don't know though. Like, with that compatible cable, like, does it work? Like, if you plug that in, will I see like Rebel's avatar? Will I see his physics?
Probably not.
Will I see these like high poly avatars? So I can't tell you if it works or not. Apparently, like, it's like, oh, it uses like your PC or your GPU to like accelerate the Quest or whatever. I don't know if it works. If it does work, then more people need to buy that fucking cord and get the fuck out of the Black Cat and go to exciting worlds. Cause like, goddamn, is that world always fucking dead and boring. I think the only thing in that world is like a dice, some pancakes, and some beers. And I just fucking hate that world, dude. I think it's made by the same person who made Void, maybe. I know he made a few worlds. The little Black Cat avatar. I've seen it in like a couple worlds. It's like the little Black Cat with the rainbow outline.
He made a bunch of
I
maps,
despise the Black Cat.
but he didn't make the Void Club. Void Club's made by Lycon VR, and then the Black Cat's made by Spooky Ghost Boo, who also made the Mansion, a couple other things, and then the most recent one
Mansion is so fucking dark.
And then he made it came out a few days ago. It's called like the La Barista or something like that. It's kind of like a lounge or something. It has like 100 people in that one. I don't know if you've been that.
Okay, I haven't checked that one out. Mainly because the worlds are all fucked up.
It's
like right now when I open up Hot, the #1 world is Japan Shrine with 231, and #2 is Kurita with 360. How the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
And then like the third one is a 39-person map. 39 people, and it's a hot map. And then the next one's Great Pug, 400.
That third map.
Who the fuck is ordering these?
The third map is a Thailand world or something where you meet with your homies. Or whatever.
I've been there actually. I've met a few Thailand people. Some of them were nice.
You ever go to Brazil? You ever go to like the Brazil world or something?
Oh, I've been to all the language hubs. Brazil is very interesting. The Brazil hub it's just weird because it has like a jail. It has like a little furry room. There's like a gun and like a weed farm and like an ice cream shop. The Brazil world is crazy though. Like every time you go there, Brazilians are fun. Brazilians are really fun.
The hell,
listen, I've been to a lot of language hubs. At least I've met people of all languages that have been like both hostile and like welcoming. It just depends like if you know how to approach them or not. So for example, like when you go to the Brazil hub, more often than not, like usually like they're hostile towards you, but you can like win them over pretty easily if you're just like, if you just understand that, like, to them you're just like someone out here that's
Mhm.
like, I don't know, like coming in on their territory, like causing
Yeah.
a ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're just like respectful. You can usually
You
most times
calling
you
me,
can
bro?
win people over. Dude, I'm calling you on your phone. You better pick up.
Hello? Is this snow? No, it's just random shit. Whatever. Um.
I love language hubs though.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met some of the best content I've had is like going to the Spanish hub and fucking around. Like I don't speak Spanish and like a lot of these Spanish people hardly speak English, but like there is content that exists.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to like the Thailand hub. I met some lady boys. That one was nice. Or what else is there?
Japan
Like
shrine.
Japan shrine is usually Koreans. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Japan shrine is usually because it's a Korean shrine, not a Japanese shrine. That's what they always tell me. Um,
Damn, dude, I've
I'm
been
trying to
lying
think what
to
other
you.
languages. Yeah, Russia. I haven't been to the Russian like worlds in a while. That was like the first language hub I visited was the Russian one. There was like a Doki Doki Russian school. There
What
was
the
content to
fuck?
be had. Other languages, it's like there's content to be had there if you know how to get it. You just need to know how to
Dude,
speak to people
if you
that
really
like
think
have a
about
limited
it,
understanding of your language.
99% of the worlds in VR chat are all English, and there's only like one German world. So like all the German people go to like one world. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
of the Russian world, there's like 2 Russian worlds, and
I mean,
that's all they
there's like a
got.
big Japanese community or Korean community, I feel.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
like I
maybe
see like a lot of stuff on Twitter.
maybe we
A
can't.
lot of creators.
Maybe we can't get access to maps because we only can type in English, so they're all like Japanese characters that we don't have.
Maybe.
So, that would make sense.
That's interesting. I wonder how the keyboard would work. There's so many people requesting off me. Right now.
Sam, I think you just, I think you can if you type in. Let me see here. If I type something in.
Because I know sometimes like a map comes up it is not in English. It is in Moon Runes.
I thought
And
you
I'm
could
like, I don't
change
know
the
what this says,
language.
but I'm gonna go to it.
They probably just have the language changed to like whatever. And
Well,
then-
Japanese has like 3 alphabets, so I mean, I don't know.
True.
Maybe you just type in the maybe it's just like in katakana or whatever. Wow, I actually don't have a lot of friends online right now.
Damn, dude.
Okay, never mind that.
You gotta
I
make
have a
more
few,
friends
never
in
mind. It's just
public,
like near
dude.
the end. I don't. I've been trying, dude. I've been meeting a lot of new users and trying to show them the ropes. I've been handing out like sexy avatars that I find, like the sexy elf. I've been handing it because I see
Hell yeah.
people in like this in claymation avatars. I'm like, get the fuck out of that. I'm gonna hook you up, bro. I'm gonna hook you up. And then I
dude.
give them this like thick mommy elf avatar and tell them
They're like-
if you ever meet someone, let them know that SNOWSOS removed his ribs to suck his own dick or like something like that. I never tell them I'm a streamer. I just like
Oh my god. Dude.
I'd like to think somewhere down the line they'll just like maybe come across my name and be like, hey, that was the guy that gave me the avatar. Like,
They're gonna
what the
remember you,
fuck?
man.
He's a streamer?
They're gonna be like, damn,
Maybe.
dude. You gave me that hot elf girl avatar, dude, and you just like. Now I'm a changed man when I play VR chat. Now I just want to be with other thick elf
Yeah.
girls.
Right. I brought some of the new users. There was like in the Void Club. This is like the only time the Void Club is ever popping. But like the pole dance room at the very bottom,
Yeah.
there's like a bunch of dancers in it. And I brought all these new users in and fucking locked them in there. And I'm like, welcome to VR chat. That was probably the highlight they'll never see again in the Void Club because it's always people fucking dead. That place is always fucking dead.
You ever meet the VR chat pimp at the Void Club?
The VR chat pimp.
At the Void Club, yeah.
That's his name.
I don't
Like, is that
know.
just his title?
That's just his title. I don't remember his name, but like I.
Oh, because like I've met some people that have claimed to be pimps and I've out pimped them. I'm like, hey, what up? I'm selling girls' feet pics on Twitter. I manage several women. You want to buy some? And they're like, whoa, this is my territory. And I'm like, no, this is my
fight.
territory.
Fight in battle this,
Yeah.
dude. 1v1 me, nerd. Fight me and capture the flag or some shit or whatever.
I think Battle Disc is broken right now. I think last time I
Fight
played
me
it
in
was fucked
Gun and
as hell.
Steel, dude. I'll play Sheriff.
Holy.
But
Was
yeah.
it not Gold and Steel?
Oh, Gold
Am
and
I
Steel.
illiterate?
Yeah, Steel and Gold or I don't fucking remember.
I think
dude.
it
It's
was
like-
something like that. Do you remember when that was like, that was one of the fuck man, there used to be games that you could play in VR chat. There was one that came out after that. It was like the snow map where you land
Yeah.
on the outskirts and you pick up a
King of
gun
the
and
Hill.
you hold the center tower. That map is so much fun. And like I remember it came out and people were playing it,
Yeah,
but now
dude.
there's like no games to come out. Like everyone's just sitting around. I haven't even seen any new horror maps like lately. I think the last time I saw a horror map was October. I know there's like a Big Brother
Damn.
finale coming out that's like two-parter
Yeah,
or whatever, but
it's taken over a year to make that map. Damn.
yeah.
If
I
you
don't know.
if you
People just don't make maps anymore.
if you want like horror stuff, you ever go to RAR's horror thing? It's
I
got
have.
it's like an
Yeah,
amusement
actually,
park.
I talked to her. I enjoy. I feel like more people should, especially when they fix. Hopefully, they fix.
Fix.
IK, so like seats you don't like
Mhm.
slide through them, whatever. But I like the idea that RAR took of making a horror ride
Mhm.
that you sit in that moves around. I think it's like that's the kind of innovative stuff I like. There's a really good world, super underrated. If you've never been to it, it's a little bit wonky, fits a few amount of people, but definitely experience it once if you never have. Have you been to the Back to the Future ride?
No, I don't think so.
They modeled out a Back to the Future car ride that fits 8 people, 4 in the front, 4 in the back,
Uh-huh.
just like at Disneyland. And then you sit in it, and it raises you up in front of a screen that plays the actual Back to the Future ride movie. Because like the ride in real life is just a car that you get in, and it raises up and it like shakes while like the screen plays.
Yeah.
And in VR chat, they found that video of the ride, and they just like reenacted it. So like you just sit there and watch the ride,
Mhm.
and like shit happens, and it's like that's cool. Like we need more of that.
Mhm.
This is like the perfect place for it too, right? Because it's like watching a little interactive movie with your friends. It's almost like going to Disneyland with your friends, but in VR. Granted, it's not the same. Like your seat doesn't fucking shake, or whatever. But it's still like enjoyable. There was also like a Tower of Terror that
Yeah.
someone made,
I've been that
where
one.
it's the elevator and you sit in with and you go up and down.
Yep.
There needs to be more stuff like that. Like VR chat's like the perfect place for like amusement park style entertainment. I remember there were like a bunch of worlds back in the day where they had roller coasters and stuff like that.
Yep.
They need to bring those back, but they need to fix chairs first because chairs are broken. But I want to see more of that shit. That's like fun, exciting stuff you can get lost in. I used to go to the amusement park world, and before even riding the rides, like there would be content. Like we would just hang out near the popcorn machine and meet Michael Jackson. Like that was funny. There was like a Dance Dance arcade that didn't work, and I danced with Michael Jackson. And then we rode Michael Jackson's favorite ride, the Beverly Hills lot, or whatever. That shit was fucking crazy.
Damn, dude. You ever play? Well, I'm assuming you played the Doom VR.
I did. That was cool too. I want to see more. I'd like to see Wolfenstein or whatever. That was like super cool. But granted, that's like I feel like these cool little experiences come out once every 6 months. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
It's kind of like
Whereas like a year ago or like a year and a half ago, when I was in VR, right?
yeah.
If someone were to ask me why the hell would I play VR? There's no games. I could just turn on my VR, and any world I join, it was like fun and entertaining, right? But now it's like, if someone would be like, show me something cool in VR, I'd have to be like, well, you have to join on like the right day, because like sometimes I go like a week, and a whole week is fucking boring on this game. Like it's up to me to make the content entirely. You know what I mean? It's like super
Yeah.
slow or whatever. Yeah, actually, I found myself yesterday. I didn't even stream VR chat. I streamed all Destiny 2. I was just I was getting kind of tired of just hopping around public worlds and like nothing exciting is happening. It became kind of like a constant that happens like on the slow days, like Mondays and Tuesdays. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just stream like Destiny 2 tomorrow.
Mhm.
And I had like a blast. I had a really good time. Probably gonna be doing more of that, where I just like come on VR, probably just on the weekends or like every other day or something.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I think there's like big waves of maps. Like remember when the climbing maps were all popped? There was like 30 climbing maps that came out,
Yeah.
and then they're all dead now. So like there's like certain
They're
waves
dead as fuck.
of certain things coming out. I think the problem why there hasn't been like really any good worlds for a while is because everyone's waiting for
Udon.
Udon and Unity 2018. Because if you make a world right now and then like Unity 2018
It's
comes
broken.
out, it's broken. So like no one wants to waste time making something for like a couple months and then be like, oh man, what the fuck, my map doesn't work. So everyone's just sitting on their hands waiting for VR chat, the devs, to push 2018, and then they'd be like, okay, now I can build what I want now for the new tools. So
Yeah, they really need to get that out because all the new users that are like getting in VR now, like I don't see what there is for them to. It's not the same as it was. Like I don't think, I think it'll lose their interest very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when cool stuff comes out, they'll be like, I played VR chat. It was boring. It was fun for like a day, but like, it's not very exciting. It's just like boring chat rooms. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they didn't get to. I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Well,
It's really unfortunate they didn't hit that update for the Udon like right before Christmas, because then all the new like the whole new wave of people that got VR for the holidays, like they'd hop into like new exciting content, not like this lull that we find ourselves in now.
yeah,
That was unfortunate timing.
I can agree on that. We'll start taking some questions from the chat. We'll wrap this up in like 5-10 minutes. So if there's any questions from
All right,
Snow's
sounds good.
chat or my chat for any
If
of us.
if anyone wants to ask questions, can we shout out that one rebel? Go over to his stream and type in his chat. We'll take questions from him.
All right, sure. Oh yeah, the Misker Whiskers map were cool too. Not so much if you already played them.
The puzzle maps.
Holy Christ, dude! I remember that.
I
shit,
played a few
dude.
of them.
I played all
Yeah.
of them. A couple of them were like bugged, and they never got fixed for months. But I did the whole thing. It was definitely fun, but it got like broken up. So what I mean by that was like it started off like really strong, and then one of the maps was supposed to like work, and it broke, and then everyone just quit because it's just like, oh shit, we can't finish the puzzle. So then like a year later,
Yeah.
they finally were like, oh yeah, man, remember Mr. Whiskers? Yeah, here's the ending for it, and then you had to do like this boss battle shit, and I'm like, oh.
There was a cool one where like there was a puzzle you had to do where it gives you, there's the maze in front of you and it gives you like a bird's eye view of the maze,
Yeah.
right? Like when you walk in, you're like looking at this thing, like turning corners and stuff, trying to find out which way to go in the maze.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
like cool, innovative stuff that I'd like to see. Yeah, and then there was like there was another one where the camera was to the side, so you'd see like a Super Mario version of yourself, right? And the way to walk is invisible, so you'd have to like look at the camera to see like where to jump and like where to turn
Yeah.
to like the path becomes. That shit was cool. I liked that a lot. That was like 200 IQ stuff.
When it first came out, the Mr. Whiskers stuff, I remember everybody, all the streamers, everybody was like getting together trying to figure out the puzzles, and like I remember you would have to go to like the Void, or not the Void Club, Gaia Night, and then you would have to go around the entire map and then like find these little clues, and then you had to like summon this alien ship and shit, and it would like beam up, and it was all weird, and you had to go to the moon. It was like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember having like screenshot of like me and like 30 of my friends just like running around trying to figure out these puzzles. Like that was fun. Now
I
you
had a
don't get
few
that
friends
stuff.
that were like in the puzzles, like they were like in depth in the puzzles. I
Mhm.
always saw them like trying to solve that shit. They were really into that. I don't know, they were fun. I enjoyed that.
Which game you looking for this year the most?
Probably Cyberpunk. But I guess that's kind of like an obvious answer. Yeah, I guess it's Cyberpunk. Not to be like too mainstream. I've been following Cyberpunk since it was first announced before Witcher 3 came out,
Mm-hmm.
and they had that one song, like Bullets or whatever, where it's like the girl on the floor and she's getting shot by the police.
Yeah. She
That was
turns
like a
into
really cool
monster.
cinematic trailer. They won me over. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and I played Witcher 2, and I'm like, Witcher 2 is pretty good, and Witcher 3 looks really good. So, I think it was like a week before Witcher 3 launched, they dropped that trailer, and I'm like, this looks fucking even cooler than Witcher, and Witcher's supposed to be like the best game ever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess besides that, I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite. It might be shit. Who knows? I guess Halo 3 on Master Chief Collection on PC. Hopefully that comes out this year. I don't know. Hopefully that'd be fucking amazing. What other games are coming out though?
Half-Life
I
Alex.
don't even really know. Yeah, I need to fix my controllers before that fucking comes out. My index is broken. Like,
Oh,
do
shit.
you have index?
No, I'm waiting for it to restock and then I'll purchase it.
Yeah, I can't fucking move forward or backwards. I actually can't move to the right. I can only walk slowly. So when you see me walking around, I run to the left and then I turn. That's how I move around. I want to try out that new Walking Dead game that just came out, but I don't think I should with my. I think I should wait for them to restock the index and then play it.
I actually bought leg trackers. I have them, but I don't have the base stations. So I need to. I ordered them. I'm just waiting for them to ship to my house, and I can actually have full body for once after 2 years of playing VR chat and be like, wow, I can finally move my
Yeah, you can
legs.
lounge around.
Yeah, man, become a sleeping streamer, dude.
I promise you, you will. It gets tiring standing all the time.
Well,
100%.
it will get me more active because I sit my ass all day. So then I'll just be standing and like posing or doing weird shit. I don't know what I'll be doing, kicking people or something.
Oh, Last of Us Part 2. That's a good one. I'm looking forward to
Oh
Last of Us Part 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there another PlayStation game coming out?
Final
There's like
Fantasy
a
7
Japanese one that looks really cool. I'm
remake.
not too big into Final Fantasy. I'll play it, but I'm not like
Mm.
hype about it.
I'll play it, but I don't think it comes
Yeah.
out for PC. I don't have a new PlayStation, so like I'll just watch someone play it. But I would like to play it though. Last of Us would be another good, and I think new Doom is coming out this year. Doom Eternal.
Oh, Doom comes out pretty soon. I think in 2 months
Yeah.
or March. I think Doom Eternal should be pretty fun. Honestly, like when it comes to, I think I'm more excited for. When it comes to like mainstream games, it's really just Cyberpunk. But there's a lot of indie games that Frictional Games hasn't released the game in like I want to say 6 years.
Hmm.
I really want Frictional Games to release something. Do you know who Frictional Games is?
No, which company or which
They
were the
did
games?
Amnesia and
Oh.
Soma and like the Penumbra series.
Okay.
They fucking always knock it out of the park with their games. So I really want to see what they're. The last horror game that I was waiting to come out was Layers of Fear 2, which was fucking trash. It was a horrible fucking game. Like the first one was super good and the second one was complete garbage. I don't know what the hell happened. That was a huge letdown. I love horror games, so I live for shit like that.
Wasn't there a rumor that like Silent Hills was getting rebooted or some shit again?
Again, I don't know about again. I think Konami still has the rights. I don't know. Someone bringed up Elfen Ring or whatever.
Oh, that's the
Elden
dark.
Ring? Whatever.
That's the Dark Souls. It's kind of like Dark Souls.
Which George R. R. Martin.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Soulsborne fan. So
Game of Thrones, bro.
I played the fuck out of Sekiro. I love the 8 battles. Those were really fucking good. I liked those a lot. But yeah, looking forward to that also.
Nazi zombies army
I'm trying
dead
to think
war.
what else. That's the one that has the zombie shark in it. I saw that. I
Yeah.
played the other ones. I'll probably stream it. But that's not like I'm not like hyped for that one.
Zombie shark, dude. What a time to be alive in, man.
Yeah. Zombie sharks. We're all the zombie strippers, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, someone asked, did you hear about Chill Out VR? It's a VR clone. Yeah, I know about that. It's like a
What's it called?
Chill Out VR. It's kind of like VR chat, but like like a different thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just trying to be like VR chat, but it's like their own
Yeah.
entity.
I mean, if it's just a VR clone, it'll never take off. The only game is it called Lavender
Yeah.
or there's a VR. I don't know if it's Lavender. It's made by one dude, where
Yeah.
it's like I can bring out an item and you can copy the code for that item, like in game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's not Lavender, is it? I think that's the other one. What the fuck is the name of it? Ro
Neos
keeps
VR?
telling me to play it. I think it's Neos, where he has like in-depth systems. He's building it more like a learning kind of tool you can use, but like you can bring up the code to like have a camera or whatever, and you can use everyone else's GPU in the room to like power the camera like better than it is on solo or something. It's like
What the
it
hell?
has like super in-depth like amazing coding in it. Apparently, like the guy's like a genius or something.
That's the
That one is the only one that
that's
seems like it would.
Neos VR is the one where you build in VR, so you don't have to like how like in VR chat you would have to use Unity and like upload your avatars
Unity?
and
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that. Neos VR you build everything in game, so I could just be sitting here building the world as I talk to you.
Yeah, you could literally, I think, like open up your files like on your PC and like take a picture and like bring the picture here and then like stretch it out and show people like
Yo.
this butthole pic you have saved on your desktop or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or I think you could just like play a video like right there. Like you could drag the file and then like play it like that. Apparently, that's what I've been told. The way someone explained it to me is like you can have a gravity hammer from Halo, completely working with the script. So when you hit people,
Hell
they
yeah.
move, and then someone can click on it, take the code, and like add it to like a hatchet or like a baseball bat, and it's like the same code. It's like supposed to be super innovative.
Yeah, there's definitely some
Yeah.
other VR games, like social games. I just don't know if any of them will really topple VR chat. I think VR chat is just like, a, despite all its flaws, is still number
It's pretty
one.
established.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like established and it had that Knuckles boom that really
What if we have
that's what sold
do
it.
you think if a new Knuckles would make VR chat popular again, or do you think it's just one and done?
Absolutely.
What
Yes. The problem is, here's the thing. There has to be a new for this game to like go back to the way it was. I think there does have to be a new Knuckles or like a resurgence. I don't know if like a Knuckles 2.0 would work. I think it might have to be something different. But it would definitely have to happen, and it'd have to happen when the game's in a good state. So like if it happened right now and the game's dead as fuck, there's no new maps happening, like there's nothing exciting at all. Everyone's in front of a mirror. That wouldn't fucking work either. Like despite the initial boom, like the fall off would be too much because everyone would just be like, this is kind of boring now. Like it'd have to happen at a good time where like for a new player to hop in and just do the meme or whatever like blew up, Knuckles or regardless whatever it is. They'd have to like see past that and be like, oh, this is actually like a pretty fun experience. I'm gonna keep playing this.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, that's what happened with the Knuckles. That's what happened with me. I joined in because of the Knuckles, and then I'm like, you know what? There's more here than just like the meme. This game is like actually just hilarious all the time, and like, now I make a living streaming this game pretty much.
I get you. Well, I think
Yeah.
I think on that note, I think we might wrap it up here. We've been going for just over an hour. It's almost 8 o'clock. So, we'll wrap it up. So, Snow, if you wanna, I'll put the camera on. If you wanna shout yourself out or tell us anything going on, you don't have to. I always give a chance for people to tell us their projects, what they're working on, what's going on in your life.
Hell yeah, dude. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SNOWSOS. I stream on there every single day. I also have a YouTube channel that I'm mostly known for, youtube.com/SNOWSOS. I'm almost at 100k subs.
Hell yeah.
Butthole reveal at 100k, let's do it. Besides that, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. I recently made a Byte. I don't know if you know what Byte is. It's like Vine.
Yeah.
They remade it. It's like Vine 2.0. It's called Byte. My name on there is SNOWSOS. Check me out. I'll be making content on there
Bytes.
also. Yeah.
All
My
right.
Twitter's mostly hentai and memes. If you don't like hentai and memes, don't follow me. That's all it is.
All right. Well, I like to say thank you so much, Snow, again for the interview, second interview. So thank you so much for coming by again. I'm your host, That One Rebel. It's my talk show, Late Night Rebel, and yeah, we're almost to 100 interviews, my man. So this is number 91.
What number is this? 91.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anyone planned for the 100? Like this
No.
is gonna be the person to do 100.
I don't know. I have like the
You
next
just go day
week
by day.
lined up, but 100 I don't know. Like somebody should say I should like interview myself, like someone interviews me instead. Or
Have you done that? Have you
No.
interviewed yourself?
No, I haven't.
There you go.
Or
Do that for
some people
100.
said, oh, I should interview like the devs of VR chat if they're down for it.
What about
Or
Ron?
I mean, I could ask him. I don't know if he'll be down to do it, but we'll see. Never know.
I
Like-
think he'd be down.
I'll be like,
he
hey,
loves
Ron,
talking about the
Let's talk about what's going on in VR chat, dude.
game. He probably wouldn't be able to tell you the details, but he'd
Soon.
I don't know. Ron's a cool guy. Ron's probably the only fucking dev that doesn't hate me, and if he does, he hides it well.
It's
probably the only one.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before you go, we'll take one picture together, selfie like we always do, put it on the wall. So. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I gotta take out
All right.
the camera shit. Once.
Do you want me to take one too?
Sure, man.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong
Oh.
button.